We're quite good at football, aren't we? Arsenal 4, Everton nil, with still maybe 10 minutes or so to go. And as I'm watching right now, every single time we come forward, we look like scoring. It's actually incredible. And I'm loving every second of this. There's nothing more satisfying than playing against a team like an Everton who turn up and play a low block 5-4-1, sometimes just a 5-5 nothing. No striker. They all just sit behind the ball and they sit in a line and they defend, defend, defend. There is only one team playing football today, and that is the team wearing red. We have absolutely dominated Everton this whole game. And do you know what? The interesting thing is, as Everton have come out in the second half and they've had to push at least a little bit. They haven't done much, but they've had to come forward a little bit. They were 2-0 down. They had no choice. They couldn't put 10 men behind the ball for the whole game. And obviously we've been able to put another 2 past them, maybe more coming in a minute. But we've just stretched them and then we've contained them. We're so fluid. We change how we play throughout the whole match. It's impossible to chase this Arsenal team when they play like this. Now, of course, with respect, we're playing against Everton, who aren't a very good side. They beat us recently fair and square. On the day, they were better and we deserved to lose. But I think a lot of that was due to this Arsenal team not showing up like they have today. But at home, at the Emirates, the fortress, we've only lost once here this season, of course, against Man City recently. But a performance like this, it just makes you realise how good at football this team really is. Arteta has us playing some really, really nice football. And do you know what? We're getting Ole's around the pitch, around the stadium, sorry. We're getting all our subs on. They're all enjoying themselves. It's the perfect game. It really is. Looking at the Everton setup, I mean, you can see they've gone with like a 4-5-1, but effectively you've got Iwobi and McNeil on the wings, sitting just as deep as Coleman and Mikalenko. You've got Onana, Doucouré, and Idrissa Gueye, all defensive midfielders sitting back. You've got Mopai, effectively a striker who was dropping back. It was actually embarrassing in a way, and I get it. I totally get it. What are football teams meant to do when they come to the Emirates and they can't play the ball around us. They can't dominate. They can't keep possession. They can't really create chances. All they can do is try and stop us, try and limit us, try and plug gaps, try and stop us from passing around them. And it does work. It can work. When we've lost recently, when we've drawn recently, it's always because we haven't been able to play our way. And when Arsenal don't play like this, we do struggle. We need to be fluid. We need to have a system in place where we're effectively 3 at the back. We have Zinchenko move into midfield. We have Trossard or Martinelli moving into the middle. There's so many components to this team and how it needs to be shuffled throughout the game. And it's beautiful to see. And I've just seen Arteta go and sit down. Is that the first time we've seen him sit down during a game this season? And he looked visibly angry in a way. I think he thinks we should be doing even more here. As it stands right now, we are 5 points clear again, or still 5 points clear. But most importantly, our goal difference is looking a lot better because of this. Look, I didn't even know it was that high. So we've still got about 5 minutes or so. We've almost had the ball for 3/4 of the game. Although possession doesn't work based off time with the ball, it's how many passes. But you know what I mean. Just pure and utter domination. Everton have had 1 or 2 relatively decent chances, but they all came in the first half. I don't actually remember too many in the second half at all. It hasn't been a good day for Everton, and I do worry for them. I really do. I worry for them. If we go into the Premier League table now, you'll see the live table as it stands. So we're back on track here with 2 wins, which is really good to see. Although this isn't, I don't think this is considering the Everton game, but it might be. They're down here. Hang on, is it? That's their last result here against Aston Villa, which of course they lost 2-0. And this could still be a 5-0, potentially even a 6. Everton's still in the relegation zone with Leeds climbing out of it recently with their win. Of course, West Ham, they're always going to come strong eventually. Towards the end of the season, they're always going to pick up points and get out of that danger zone. Technically they've only lost once in their last 5, so their form is improving. Wolves are always going to improve as well. I think what we will see is maybe Nottingham Forest dip at some point. That they're still a promoted side and have struggled at times. I think Leicester City will probably get some form going again. So effectively, we're looking at, I think, 4 teams that could realistically go down. I don't think it's going to change too much. My favourite to stay up is probably still Everton. I think they probably will stay up, and that's purely because of their home form. And you can tell even today, whilst it hasn't worked, you can see they're very well drilled. Arsenal have just picked them apart with the quality, but five times out of 10, this does work and they get points because of it. So I think Everton will be okay. It really relies on Leeds. I think Bournemouth and Southampton are pretty much certainly going down. I mean, Bournemouth might get a couple more decent performances. I don't see any hope for Southampton. But let's go into the fixtures. Let's go on to Arsenal fixtures. So after this win here, it's Bournemouth at home on Saturday. Huge game for us again because, I mean, that's a 3-point, almost guaranteed 3 points, right? It should be. And then finally, we're back in Europe. And do you know what? This is going to sound really bad as an Arsenal fan, but I'm actually kind of gutted that we've got Europa League football as well, because obviously it's great that we're playing in Europe and we can win it. But in a selfish way, I'm sitting here thinking we could do with the extra rest and just focus on the Premier League because we are so close. We are so close. And I would absolutely hate it if in the Europa League we had some bad performances, we picked up some injuries, and then the Premier League is looking a lot less likely because of it. Fulham after that, I mean, I'm not looking forward to that game. Fulham have been excellent this season. Sporting, Crystal Palace, Leeds, and then 2 really horrible games. Not looking forward to Anfield. And West Ham, we typically show up, but you just never know. We're going into extra time here. Ramsdale's just made an absolute wonder save, a double save. Oh my God. It should be 4-1. Ramsdale barely has to do anything, and then suddenly he's called upon. What a double save that was. I've got some tweets I want to show you guys from Gunnerblog. Truly recommend his Twitter. It's fantastic. Zinchenko could play in any team. He is that good. I haven't even talked about the goals. There's no point. Go and watch the highlights because the goals were beautiful. Full time's just gone, by the way. Zinchenko's assist for Saka's goal was beautiful. The way he picked out that pass, the perfect weight on it. And this is a very true statement. I don't think there's a team in the Premier League that wouldn't benefit from having a player like Zinchenko in the squad. Another good tweet that I saw. Oh, he's deleted it. Okay, well, we'll go on to the next one. Martin Ødegaard knew exactly who to thank for his goal. So Trossard, what a signing. I mean, it's truly unbelievable, isn't it? How we've gone from wanting Mudryk, desperately looking to try and get him, paying almost 100 million, losing out. He goes to a rival. We're all absolutely in the mud. We're getting harassed by Chelsea fans, laughing at us, ha, we stole your player. We go and sign Trossard, and he has now got goals and assists, whilst Mudryk is playing for a really poor Chelsea side and isn't contributing in any way. All I'm going to say is, in the long run, I think Mudryk will be a quality player, but I wouldn't swap him right now. I really wouldn't. Trossard has been absolutely brilliant for us. He's given us some more options going forward, whether it's through the middle or on the left. Personally, I think him on the left with Gabby in the middle seems to work a little bit better for us. But I'm just so grateful that Trossard joined. I really, really like him. He's a technically gifted player. Let's just have a look at the other scores going on right now. Oh, wow. Okay, so this has changed a bit. Liverpool were 0-0 for ages, and now they've suddenly got 2 goals. So fair play to Liverpool. Man United looks like they're going through... Oh, what? And on that note... no, we've got to see this. Tottenham 1-0 down against Sheffield United. What kind of team have they put out? So you could argue, I mean, Forster starts at the moment. Dyer starts. Davies normally starts. Porro, their brand new superstar signing. Sarr, Højbjerg, Perisic. Mora, obviously not really a starter. Richarlison has been starting. Son, how are they losing? Oh dear, that is really quite embarrassing. What are the stats like, though? Ooh. Well, You can always rely on Tottenham to cheer you up if your own team isn't doing well. But funniest thing is we've just smashed Everton 4-0 and we're top of the table. Fair play to Burnley as well, getting through. They look like a really good team with Vincent Kompany. But that's it, guys. I am so relieved because you just never know. Tricky teams like Everton on their day can just suddenly pick up a win against you, and you're left scratching your head like, how have we lost this? But there it is. It has updated. 3 W's in a row. Huge goal difference upgrade. It's 2 clean sheets in a row. Obviously, Villa, we conceded 2. But that is huge for our goal difference. Up to 33 now. So only 6 behind Man City, who have Haaland. How did Liverpool get on in the table? So they're up to 6th now. Interesting. But that hasn't updated yet. So, yeah. Unbelievable, guys. Really happy with that. We absolutely dominated an Everton side that did not come to play football. They came to defend and try and steal a win, which, yeah, it didn't happen. But thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you at the weekend for the next big one.